the ass in someone's face, I put myself in a bit of risk of the fingering.
Successful burlesque performer Louis Biggs left his entire life behind in Australia to join Spiegelworld's circus show OPM in Las Vegas.
I'm Louis Biggs. I'm a circus, burlesque and cabaret performer. I do yo-yo manipulation. Everyone knows the yo-yo, the toy, but it gets a lot more complicated and using other parts of your body. There's a whole other trick skill set that goes with that.
We've got a new performer from Australia called Louis. He is the right act. He came and auditioned for me here and it was so great and so perfect for us.
Don't touch that.
What gave you the idea to use your penis in the act?
Well, I think it's a natural transition, no, for any young boy. That looks fun. I'm going to stick my in it.
Less than a month after arriving, Louis is given some shocking news. The show is closing.
This version we have now is the best version of OPM that we've ever had. So the fact that it's closing now, when it's so great, is really heartbreaking. Yeah, it really hurts. I'm surprised by how much it hurts.
Hey.
Hi. I know it's been really rough lately and you came all the way here to do OPM, but I think we are going to have another opportunity for you with Atomic Saloon.
Spiegelworld's Atomic Saloon show is also playing just down the strip in Las Vegas.
They are looking for a mayor, but I think they need to do a little bit of reconfiguring with your act to make it work for Atomic. This will be great for you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Saved from the dumpster fire of OPM closing, Louis reports for his first day at the Atomic Saloon.
My journey with opium's over. Some saloon doors waiting for me to open. So, off on a new adventure.
Today, Louis is having his first fitting in wardrobe.
It's going great, guys.
And he is going to start to learn finale with Pete and Suze. The finale is a masterpiece. It is a combination of choreography and dance and fight and incredible character work and physical comedy. Pete and Suze are our choreographers. We're lucky that they're in-house. They're in the show every night performing as well. Pete and Suze just do that one-on-one time, which is incredibly helpful and sort of allows us all to relax and to get into it.
Welcome to the saloon!
Finally, you're here. To 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just do slap and slap. He's got some homework to do. I mean, this is just learning the steps and getting it into his head and exposing him to it. But he has to go home and really practice it, listen to the music, because it's about, I think, twice the speed of what we're doing now. It's a big jigsaw that we have to put together with new cast members. So it's a bit of work, but I have every faith that he's going to do it and excel at it.
It can be daunting coming in and doing a creative process with someone that you've just met.
After a week on the job and many meetings, Louis is finally getting his first real rehearsal with resident director Shannon. They need to figure out whether they can adapt his old OPM act, or do they need to come up with something entirely new?
We don't have to do the same thing we were doing before. The sexy entrance will be basically the same, but your act entrance can be whatever we fancy.
Yeah.
So basically it's 3 weeks to put him in, but he's super quick learner and just really figuring out the act.
I think I'm steering away from the concept of adapting and we're just gonna make a new act. Shannon's great. She did give me some comforting words a couple of days ago. The main thing she said was that I'm gonna be doing this act 2 times a day for the next 7 months. No, I need to like it. It needs to be good for me.
You can do whatever you want. You can do your best tricks.
I've always been excited, but now I'm really excited about doing something that I love and that will be me in the atomic world. That's too much for me.
No, I don't think that's too much.
I usually stand on a chair or something.
Could you at some point turn so this person sees it too? Yes, absolutely.
You know,
totally.
with the cock in their face. That's
yes.
That moment with the in someone's face, the windmill is going to be a brilliant, funny moment, but at the same time, I put myself in a bit of risk of the fingering.
But Boozy could come in and just be outraged. What the f are you doing? And she could see you from behind, so she could see your buttocks and be upset, and then see the front and be quite excited. And do you know what I mean? Want to be with you as she wants to f everybody in the saloon. And then you can just leave. Do you know what I mean?
A great reason to get.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a great start. I mean, we've got the shape of the act, basically. We've got the intention, which is great.
Stoked.
It's brilliant.
Stoked.
With its bar brawl finale, Atomic is Spiegelworld's most physically risky show. Phil, a seasoned fight choreographer, regularly drops in to make sure the performers are playing safe and to help out new arrivals.
Have you worked with Quentin before?
I have not.
You have not. Okay, so he's swinging for Outlaw.
Right.
And then Louis is our new mayor. There's a moment where the Outlaw kicks the mayor in the bum, they run off stage, that moment, they run back up and go into choreography.
Let's see what we have to do.
Let me show you. So there might be more play there as well. Like right now it just looks like a tap, but it could be nice if it was actually some reaction. It's more the person receiving it, right?
100%.
So today we've got the person receiving it, so they're doing the acting. 100%. So let's make sure we hit that with Louis today. When the Outlaw kicks the mayor, like it's more on the mayor to react. But because it's an actual touch, it seems to me that sometimes the Outlaws are playing it a bit safe.
Some of the Outlaws have changed it, so it's not a kick up the bum, it's like a slap. It's a slap, I think.
Okay.
We need to go back to
It's just finding that balance between, you know, playing it to the audience, but making sure that the artists are confident in what they're doing. Quentin, do it how you've always done it, but just a little bit more gentle.
One and press. Yeah, press. Let's go for a side of
butt.
Pure fullness.
I'm aiming for pocket.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Is it getting the pocket? That was like, Phil just hit him here.
Yeah.
Where what I'm seeing is here.
Yeah,
right? You can see the marker. If you hit him here every night, I feel like that's the lower back. So go aim for the top of the pocket.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shots! Oh.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I didn't go on the count. I like waited after.
Yeah, because the weight gives you a bit of intention as well. So like you can allow the audience to see your brains like, oh, I'm gonna kick him.
Yeah.
Like oh.
So this time, let's see you a little bit, get the thought, and then look out at us like that's right. And then Louis, you give him the threaten before the chase. Yeah. We'll try it again. How's your ass, Louis? You good? Okay.
Oh, it's cushioned.
Oh, it's cushioned.
5, 6, 7, 8. That's 6, cowboy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sweet, thank you
Great
guys.
job.
That's it.
Good job, good job.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Pete and Suze, for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
5, 6, 7, 8. We need it.
You're the best counters in the business.
It can be quite draining, counting. It's not just about the counting, it's about the kind of keeping the time in between the counts. So it's not about the words you're saying, it's the breath in between. If you get that wrong, then the performers don't know when to come in. So got to keep on top of it.
They're all acrobats, and you know,
Counting is an issue for them.
counting is an issue.
We've got to get the light correct on his woolly penis.
The worst thing that could happen today is that he just presses too hard and my head might just like fall off.
I love art. I'm an artist not only in the stage but also outside of the stage.
My name's Pete. I am in Atomic Saloon and I play Patio Skunk. I am here to get a new tattoo from Fernando.
The line work is super extremely hard. You have that one shot. If you mess up, good luck.
I trust him, I think.
Cut.
As performers, they have to trust each other on the circus stage every night. But when Pete and Fernando meet up in the tattoo studio, it's a whole new level.
What's going on? My name is Fernando Miro. I play the Outlaw at Atomic Saloon Show, and I'm also a tattoo artist. Today we're tattooing Pete, the Irish dancer, Patty, at Atomic Saloon Show. He's getting a little piece on his back. It's called concept art, which is a lot of line work and like little dots and stuff. So I gotta be super careful with it. Obviously it's a tattoo, so it's forever. It's in his back, so I'm probably gonna draw some rolls and then just call it a day. When I was a kid, I always loved art. I always drew around. So when COVID happened, we were all locked up in quarantine, and I decided to start doing a little bit more digital drawing, which kind of led into me opening my own little illustration page. A year later, and now I'm actually in a fantastic studio called Tat Bros. Here I am tattooing people almost every day.
It's not my first tattoo from Fernando. He's given me, I think, 4 or 5 at this point. That was the first one I got from Fernando, because we have the front end of the horse in Atomic Saloon, so this is the back end of the horse. Tattoo I'm getting today is kind of like an arrow, kind of just there on the top of my spine. Is it harder to tattoo on a spine because of all the bumps?
No, it shouldn't be. I did the Phoenix the other day and it was like a full-on line work stuff, so it shouldn't be. Plus you're not bony. You're not...
Is that a read?
Maybe. You're not the thinnest of them all. All right, P, you ready? All right. Here we go. Straight lines is really hard. People think like, oh, it's just a few of those lines that will be super quick. No, when you're tattooing, obviously it's super dependent on like your pulse and like you're constantly breathing or the person's twitching. For a line to look extremely straight and nice, especially if it's a thinner line, it's super scary. You have to have like confidence and be collected and do everything as you've practiced. Obviously, we're not printers, we're not machines. There will always be like a little room for a squiggle or here and there, but we can always touch it up, but we'll be fine. Mint. Did you get that one? That was pretty. Use that one. Voila. We're good to go. How was it?
Gorgeous, thank you.
Stop it.
Hopefully it's not balls. I might be pranked, but I trust him, I think.
What's not to trust? Look at this face.
Exactly.
Don't trust him. So, looks pretty good. Pretty crisp lines for how thin they are. It's pretty good. I love these little guys here, the little dots, the circle. Circles are really hard, so that's pretty nice. At least for the next month, the tattoo is still healing, so you want to make sure that it's like super diligent with the aftercare.
Pretty difficult to look after a tattoo when you're performing because you've got costumes rubbing, especially for myself and Suzanne, a lot of slapstick, so like she's climbing on my shoulders or pushing me, so there's a potential for rubbing off the bits of the tattoo, but luckily when you've got a friend that can tattoo, we can always just touch it up for you, which is quite handy. Time now to get back on stage and show off my new tattoo to all the lovely audiences of Atomic Saloon. All right, piss off, go. We've got some gossiping to do.
But seriously.
I am threading my Willy Warmer. It's an old one I've got. I'm just making it usable for tonight. I got a hole, got a little hole.
Louis's main attraction is looking a little worse for wear. He's found a local to crochet a new one, but will it be ready in time for the show?
That's probably more dangerous actually.
I really love adding petro to hats.
Yeah, that's
How does that feel for you? Yeah? Okay, perfect. And that's just going to get better the more we practice it?
Yeah, exactly. And she's such a perfectionist, she's already like, what am I doing wrong? We could do this here.
These banisters are very sticky. Just pointing that out. Don't know why. Sticky.
It's just a few days until Louis makes his big debut. one of the biggest artistic components of the act has to be created and perfected. The lighting.
Louis was saying we need to adjust the lights for the juggle a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to ask him about that.
Copy that.
Louis, what do you need for that juggling part when the lift is up?
Anything from like the sides
These?
is good? No, the one just above that.
The one that I just took out?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, so come quickly. So he does hats where we used to have a sexy entrance. It's still sexy, but he's doing the act, and Boozy is in the act, which is fantastic.
I think there's a moment where it looks like he's leaning in to kiss me, but he grabs the whiskey. Exactly. Yeah? So I can put the whiskey bottle here, so he has to lean across me to get the whiskey. Yeah? Yeah? Sure can. Is that good, Louis?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll lean it like that.
Yeah, perfect.
And then the show goes on, and he comes back again and does his yo-yo act.
We've got to get the light correct on his woolliness. It's really important. I think it should have a spotlight.
This is where you reveal the cock, right? Do you have it on right now?
Yeah.
Can you whip it out? Need new lights just for the. You better hit that spot every time because you got a special light labeled special.
We've got a new finisher. Petra gets involved at one point. It's a lot, but it's funny.
Yes, that was my idea. I just thought I want to catch it and be part of the number and lead my little donkey out for food and water.
Come on, little donkey. Come on, little donkey.
Yeah, and he's willing. I can feel that this particular mare is willing to taste the boozy flavours.
That looks amazing, Ginge. Thank you.
Thank you. Main focus today was making sure that there weren't any lights in the juggler's eyes for his hats, and actually getting a really good willy light for his second act. I think it worked out well. I think it came out bigger than expected. He was happy, I was happy, everyone seemed to work together, and the body looked good. And that's coming from your resident lesbian lighting designer. The body looked good.
Start crossing it right now.
That's exactly it.
And then Thursday is it? I know, but you're so ready. You could go in tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
I think with the creative process, the 3 weeks we've had to put the act in, it's kind of given me more time to be more nervous. Tonight is my debut. Hopefully, it's gonna be good.
This is a fireplace. You know, this is a great place to sit down and go through a divorce with somebody.
First ever circus tent next to the Billabong in Nipton, Circus Town, California. Here we go. Oh, circus!
They say if you build it, they will come. Spiegelworld is building a circus town in the middle of the desert, 1 hour from Las Vegas. But the town has never seen a big top until now.
Circus Circus called us up and said, my tent is drenched. I need somewhere to dry it out. Would you consider having it at Circus Town? We said, sure, bring it out. We'll help you put it up. And the surprise is that it's gorgeous. This is an inspirational moment. It's the first time we've ever put up a circus tent at Circus Town.
Fresh face in a lame ass town. Babe, what brings you around? You're all I think about, 'cause you're top dead gorgeous.
I think we're really motivated to think about what sort of temporary structures we want to put up here now. We're not just going to come out here with any old garbage. We have to have something that takes people's breath away. I love the blue detail on it. I love the blue key line around the red. And I love the scalloping. When I talk of the scalloping, I mean the cut of the fabric around the top of the edge of the tent there, with this triangular design beneath it. But somehow it all works. How hard was it to get the poles in?
Do you nail them yourself, or do you have a bobcat?
Oh, we actually use just a little jackhammer. So these are the king poles.
2 king poles.
And then we got the 6 quarter poles.
Quarter poles, okay.
Yep.
And that structure is pretty unusual, right? Like
yeah, with the 6
king
quarter
poles and quarter poles.
Yeah.
The king pole is what holds a circus tent up. And the first thing you do when you put a tent up is you put the king poles up. The amazing thing about this tent is the structure of it. It's a 2 king pole tent, which traditionally is a tricky tent for circus people to work with. Rather than having a box of king poles, you only have 2, which then draws your artists under the cupola right in the middle. But the way this is designed, the king poles are really spread wide, and then there's quarter poles that go around it. A very unusual structure. You don't see this very often. What that means for the patron is when they get in the circus tent, there's not poles in front of them. So it's a fantastic tent inside.
When I bought it, they had the ring all the way out to those quarter poles and the king poles. They had bleacher seating in there, and they were doing tigers and they were doing horses. Yeah, in this size tent, you're like right there. There were kids like sitting right next to the lions.
Oh my God.
Like, what? Oh, this would never fly in the US.
While we're not an animal circus, Spiegelworld is very much into intimacy. And that idea of an intimate, beautiful little circus absolutely speaks to us. It's such a blessing for us. It's such an unusual thing to wake up and you've told everyone you're building a circus town, and someone says, hey, I've got a circus tent, can I put it up there? I'm so glad that our company has a spirit of just, okay, if you're for real, let's do it. Because, you know, this has exceeded my expectation, and I think it's inspired us all to keep going. Cheers.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, can we get a drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Louis' opening night. All the anticipation has weighed heavily on him.
Tonight is my debut in Atomic Saloon. Tonight, while we're up on stage with some OGs and some people that I've idolised for a long time, actually. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. Not kidding myself at all.
Does he have what it takes to get the crowd's blood pumping? Or will he get a flaccid response?
An audience member threw my underwear back at my face. Twice.
The show is a resounding success. Louis has earned his place as the new mayor of the Atomic Saloon, and the cast and crew have embraced him as part of the family.
Thank you all. That was so much fun. I don't remember a bit of it. But let's do it again. The good news I kept catching eyes with you. I was like, what happens here?
I was more nervous than you, I think.
It was great though, and it was beautiful. Yeah, it felt really cool.
Yeah. Well done, baby. It's done. Now we play. Now we play. You killed it. Can't wait for the second one.
It was chaos. But I had heaps of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Can't wait to do the second show. Speaking of, I've got another show to do. So, would you kindly off?
What was your favourite part of Louis' act? Does he look better in red or yellow? Comment down below, then ring that bell to subscribe so you'll never miss a trick.